Tinubu, you are mistaken if you believe Peter Obi would have won 11 states if he had joined Atiku. Dele Momodu. During an exclusive segment on the Mike on podcast, Dele Momodu, the Director of Strategic Communications for the PDP 2023 Presidential Campaign Council, expanded upon his perspectives regarding Peter Obi's performance during the recent presidential election. Momodu articulated that Peter Obi, the candidate representing the Labour Party, displayed an impressive showing by securing victories in 11 states, as well as the FCT. This accomplishment, he contended, stemmed from Obi's distinct and perceived novelty among the populace. And when inquired about the potential outcome, had Bola Tinubu and Peter Obi formed an electoral coalition alongside Atiku Abubakar, Momodu took a discerning stance. He elucidated that Peter Obi's triumphs across those specific states were not exclusively a consequence of his partnership with Atiku during the 2019 presidential race. Momodu underscored that the more recent presidential election results, wherein Obi secured significant support in those states, were fundamentally a product of the electorate's perception of him as a fresh and innovative candidate. Dele Momodu placed emphasis on distinguishing Peter Obi's performance as Atiku's running mate in the 2019 election from his accomplishment in most recent presidential race. He raised a valid query as to why, if his collaboration with Atiku was indeed the pivotal determinant, Obi had not replicated his success in the same state during the earlier election. Exactly. So in essence, Dele Momodu conveyed a nuanced viewpoint that rebuffed the notion of solely attributing Peter Obi's electoral victories to a hypothetical alignment with Atiku in the forthcoming 2023 election or in the immediate past 2023 election. He cautioned against oversimplification, asserting that various other factors, notably his perceived novelty as a candidate, exerted a substantive influence on his electoral triumphs in those specific states. Bagam. So I think this is clear what Dele Momodu is saying here. Peter Obi's success is not connected to whether alignment or alliance with Atiku in 2019 election or not, okay? Because the key thing here is that the 11 states that and the FCT that Peter Obi triumphed and won are different from the states that Atiku won in 2019. So they were the victories of 2019 was not replicated in this 2023 election for Peter Obi. So you cannot connect Peter Obi's success with that alignment with Atiku in 2019. So the reason for Peter Obi's victory now is his perceived novelty as a person, as a candidate, as an individual, okay, before the Nigerian populace, and he secured the support of the Nigerian populace as a fresh candidate with fresh idea that the people wanted. His ideas and personality appealed to Nigerians, and that actually gave him that success. Dele Momodu, being a spokesperson in PDP, is actually coming out here to say the truth about what he knows about Peter Obi, and that is very, very clear, even though PDP might sometime later see Dele Momodu's statement as anti-party statement. That is what I perceive will happen very soon. But the man has actually said the truth about Peter Obi's personality and Peter Obi's success. And that is the gospel truth about it. Peter Obi is a unique person in nature. He seemed to have a God-given kind of personality that, irrespective of all the evil they have said about him, all they have done to him psychologically to dissuade him and to bring him down, he refused to be broken. He refused to bend. He refused to yield. He refused to yield to all the character assassination and propaganda they generated against him in the media. He remained whom he is, very matured, very coordinated, very simple, and very tactical and unpredictable. The man is unique by nature. He seems to have been gifted by God for what he's doing. That is the truth. So I think Dele Momodu here is very, very, very correct. Absolutely correct. So let me see. There are a few comments here Nigerians are making about Dele Momodu's assertion concerning Peter Obi's victory and kind of person. Someone said the victory of Tinubu was God's agenda for Nigeria and for Tinubu himself. So God sent confusion in the midst of his enemies so that the plan of God can manifest. There is nothing anybody can do about that. Millions of you can't remove him. The more you hate him, the more the life of God for him. You can't fight your God unless you want to die. Can you imagine? So this person is thinking that the winning of Tinubu is God-given. Okay, God does not have hand in the prosperity of the wicked. That is truth. And at the beginning, the wicked might appear to be prospering, but the end of it shall show that he was actually not prospering. So that is why the success of the wicked, nobody should jealous it and nobody should align with it. When God works in your interest, he destabilizes the enemy's camps. So what are they trying to say? Atiku Obi candidacy would have won a landslide in Nigeria with Tinubu running for cover. No, that is also not true. Because even in this election, we've seen how Peter Obi performed. Even most of the votes given to Tinubu had been allegedly taken away from Peter Obi's vote. And they have record to prove that. So you know that they know what they did by rigging Tinubu second, Atiku second and rigging Obi third. So that Obi will not have a case to present. But he has presented his case and has proven it in court. So we are waiting for the judgment. No matter how the tribunal delays that judgment, everybody is waiting for that judgment. Tinubu has always been your problem, you people from the other side of River Niger. Your hatred for him knows no bounds. Little wonder God Almighty in his wisdom has made him the Lord over you people. Can you imagine? Did Tinubu actually win election? People, I don't know, Nigerians they have a long way to go. They will suffer. A lot of Nigerians will continue to suffer. Okay, because they think Tinubu he has won the election. He did not win the election. So no matter what they are saying, don't worry, God will reveal the truth. The truth of the matter is that if Nigeria continues the way things are going, let them know that what happened in Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali might happen in Nigeria sooner or later. That is the way I see it, because people obviously, including the military, are tired of the system of government in Nigeria. That is the truth. Now, both Burkina Faso and Mali had a military coup, and there was nothing African Union, there was nothing ECOWAS or United Nations could do about it, and they are still in their military regime. The same thing is going to happen in Niger. They have had a military coup, and there's nothing they can do about it. They will continue. And the next thing that will happen in Nigeria, because that is the only way to break loose from the control of the Western world. And the Western world should see the clear handwriting on the wall that people are tired of their indirect influence in their governance and in their government and should leave Africa alone. That is the way I see it. So let Tinubu continue thinking he has succeeded, and we'll see how he will go. Okay, so thank you for listening, and let's have your comment concerning the comment of Dele Momodu with respect to Peter Obi's success in 2023 general election.